So my name is Brianna Hammonds. I have two kids. They are Braylon Hammonds, he is 3 years old, and my daughter Brazil, she is 1 year old. So I got adopted when I was young, and my adopted mom, she passed away when I was 16. So after that, I feel like my life went downhill. Moved in with my mom's sister to Texas. I moved when I was 15, I think, but like they really wasn't there to support us, basically to use us for like the money we was getting every month. And then when I turned 18, like she basically kicked me out. And so they were taking a trip to Kansas City, but they ended up leaving me here and they went back. So I was left like I didn't have anywhere to really stay, and I didn't have a job. So I had to really like grow up and, get a job to start being able to take care of myself. I met this guy, we started dating, and then after a while, things got like abusive, and I think I was like 3 months pregnant then with Braylon. But it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore, and I just grabbed all my stuff and I left. And I went back to the house that I used to stay at, even though no one was there. I called my sister. So my older sister, she went ahead and searched online, and she found Mother's Refuge. I didn't really feel like it was real, like it was a dream. Like I didn't deserve to be there, I had to change my way of thinking, like God has a plan for me, and He brought me to Mother's Refuge for a reason. So I was there roughly 2 years, I guess. So when I left, like everybody was so emotional, I wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't, for them and for the younger girls that were looking up to me. One of my sisters was still living in Texas, and she was pregnant. She needed, I guess, somewhere to stay. I moved down there and I got an apartment for her to move in with me so I could support her down there. But it got to the point where like it was stressful. We had an agreement that I'm going to move back because at least I know I have more support down here. So I moved back and I stayed with my older sister. I feel like it's been a cycle with me. It's like I went back to the same thing I was already in before I even came to Mother's Refuge. Like I was pregnant at the time too. This guy we had known each other when I first moved back to Kansas City. We had met, and I think I was 9 months when I decided to leave my sisters and come to the TLP program. Brazil was born May 31st. June 10th, I moved to this apartment. Honestly, I felt like this was a second chance for me, being able to transition to go on my own with support from Mother's Refuge. Not having to worry about food, consistent food, water, a bed to sleep in. It felt like I was learning basically how to be responsible for the decisions that I made, I want them not to go through what I went through as a child, like not having to worry about if they're loved, and right now they're doing better than I ever did as a kid. What I went through, I wouldn't want them to go through. So with the support of Mother's Refuge, like they haven't seen a day of anything that I went through, and like they're living life like kids should, I guess. And so for them to, be willing to support me, and it's kind of like, why me? Or like, I guess like I really do deserve this. I worked so hard to be here, and just honestly grateful for them to even be willing to help me and help me succeed for my future, honestly. I don't know where I would be today if it was not for Mother's Refuge, honestly.